Team coverage in just minutes, but we start with an exclusive from the News 5 investigators. Tonight, only on News 5, new information about the cyber attack that shut down most operations at Cleveland Municipal Court.
But once we got here, we found out that all the machines was down.
I feel like it should have been like something like a backup.
We've learned hundreds of thousands of files containing people's personal information could be at risk.
What happened? That's just what happened.
Sensitive information from local banks, law firms, and court employees now appears to be in the hands of hackers. How do we know? A person saying they were involved with the hack emailed News 5 and shared a list of files and screenshots of information they say they stole from the court. Let's bring in News 5 investigator Sarah Buttison, who has been digging into how this cyber attack happened for weeks, working to get you answers. Sarah, a member of the team, has communicated with the alleged hacker for weeks. What did you learn?
Katie, in a series of emails with the News 5 producer, the alleged hacker revealed what they say they took and what they want. The first email was sent to us February 25th, 2 days after Cleveland Municipal Court announced it would be shut down over a cyber incident. The sender said residents are being led by the nose. We are ready to tell you the details of the cyber attack. When we asked for more information, the sender wrote, "The attack was carried out the night of February 22nd and 23rd. Personal files of the accused, convicts, employees, and residents were stolen. Hundreds of thousands of documents. If employees do not make any decision, all the documents will end up online." We asked for proof. They shared a list of what they say are stolen file names. Thousands of spreadsheets and IRS forms, and vendors like banks and law firms. We asked for more proof. They sent screenshots. One appears to list court employees' personal information, including social security numbers, which we destroyed. We contacted the court spokesperson about this. He did not respond. Others appear to be negotiations between the court and the hacker. In this one, the hacker says the court's silence is rudeness and threatens to publish the stolen information on his blog. The court's response says they were not being silent. Someone opened this, not understanding what it really was, and hadn't told us they did. After receiving the emails, we immediately reached out to Brian Brandeberry, the director of cyber operations for the EW Scripps Company, which owns News 5.
I would say that there's a high likelihood that this person is involved in the attack.
Brian says it's hard to know if the person who sent these emails to us perpetrated the attack or if they bought the stolen information off the dark web.
Either way, they're likely the people trying to extort money or ransom for the data.
So how much does the hacker want? $4 million to delete the data and nobody would ever know about it. They even offered to provide safety recommendations to the court to avoid future hacks. In an email Friday, they also say the court hasn't paid.
Is there anyone I can speak with about the cyber attack?
For weeks, we've tried to get answers from court officials and show them the information the purported hacker sent to us. But no one from the court will talk to us or answer our questions.
Are we going to get our identities stolen? Is there going to, what is the impact of this?
When Willie Phelps showed up for housing court earlier this month, he found it shut down. He was shocked. People's personal information was put at risk.
You think about protecting all your information, and the last people you think to lose your information or not be able to protect it is your own government.
We've asked repeatedly if anything has been done to warn court employees or the public that their information is at risk. The court has refused to answer.
And we also know this is not the first time hackers have targeted Cleveland.
That's right. It is the second. You may remember a cyber attack shut down City Hall for several days last summer. We asked the purported hacker who emailed us if they were responsible for that attack. They replied, "No, this is not our job."
Well, it is a growing threat both public and private entities are facing here at home and nationwide. Sarah, thank you so much for your reporting.
That's right. You're absolutely right. It is part of life now in 2025.
Sarah Buttison, News 5 investigator.
Thank you.